Division Round 1, Season Division 1, Round 3, Bahrain Grand Prix. How are you all doing today? Hopefully you're all okay in this hot day today. Depending where you are in the world, it's a hot one in England. And yeah, we're in the desert today at the Bahrain International Circuit CEST Grand Prix, and we're just waiting to go in the lobby. 14 drivers have turned up today, which I thought we're going to have more than that because they said we're going to have 19 drivers, but the other 5 drivers, I don't know where they are, so hopefully we get more drivers in to provide some more good action, or we can get some few more drivers so we can fill up the most of the grid. But anyways, we're going to wait because we're supposed to go, but yeah, we're just going to wait for the drivers to turn up then, and yep. There we go, I just unmuted my mic, so hello everybody, welcome to Intelligence Racing League, Season 2, Division 1, Round 3 of the Bahrain CEST International Circuit. So how are you all doing today, this hot day today? So how's everyone doing? We're here in the desert tonight, well not tonight, because I usually commentate for night races, but this time it's afternoon races, and yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all okay, and yeah, let me go find the stream, because I actually don't know what the stream's called. So let me just go find the stream myself because I actually don't know what the YouTube channel is called. International Intelligence Racing League. Intelligence Racing League. Right, I think I found it. Have I found it? I think I found it. Hopefully I'm streaming on the right channel, which I am. Let me just go find the video. There we go. Hello Lewis, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're alright. I was hoping more drivers would turn up. Someone said 19 drivers will turn up tonight. I mean, this afternoon. But only 14 drivers have turned up. So it's disappointing, but still got 14 drivers, which is enough to provide some good action here this afternoon. And I don't know what time this actually starts. I thought this starts at 3:30, but I don't know if we're waiting for more drivers to tune in or it starts later on, but the stream's up anyway, so I'm not late for the stream, which is a good thing. But I'm just going to take a short break because it is hot where I am, so while I've got the chance I'm going to take a little bit of a short break. So I'll be back soon, and bear with me for a few seconds. We're off into the session then with 14 drivers, so yeah, let's see what they can provide us for here for this afternoon's race in Intelligence Racing League. And I'm your new commentator, so yep. I've not seen or met any of the drivers yet, but we'll see what their pace is like for this afternoon's race, and I'll see what's we've got in stock for this tonight's race. I need to stop saying tonight because I always commentate for night races, but this time it's an afternoon race, so I've got to get used to saying the right things. Bahrain is a decent track. Actually puts on a good mega show around here. We've seen plenty of overtaking before, plenty of drama as well. Safety cars, it depends where you crash really. If you crash at turn 12 and lose your front wing or lose a tyre, then safety cars are most likely to be deployed, but not big. There's a chance of a safety car coming out. This track's got many runoff areas, so it's very hard to crash around here, but if a corner like turn 6 or 7 turns up, you get on that curb, spin the car, hit the wall, safety car is most likely to turn up. So 18-minute qualifying session then for this Bahrain Grand Prix. And let me just go find the stream myself so I can check the comments and check everything. Intelligence Racing League. We'll have a few cars out of track soon. Wait, isn't it Division 3? I don't know, mate, because I got given the title. I copied the title. I didn't put it in myself. I did put it myself. I copied it. I copied the title. So if it is Division 3, apologies for that. I was copying the title that the person gave me to put in the video. So I don't know what division this is, but I'll assume it'll be Division 3 if you say so. We've got a Renault coming out of track, but he's not the first man on the other track. We've got other people out of the track as well. Let me go turn my volume down because I can barely hear myself talk. Thank you for clarifying that up. Apologies for putting Division 1. I was only copying what the admin told me to copy, so I really do apologise for that. Right, we'll find out who's on track first then. So there's a Renault on the other side of the track that I was on first. That is Xavier, who's out on the track on the medium compound tyres. So I think the strategy around here, I believe, is mediums to hards. I've not seen anyone do the soft strategy before. I've seen a couple of do it, but they did work. Hello Casper, how are you doing, mate? In this lovely sunny afternoon, in the UK at least, but it is windy and it is very hot around here in the UK. So majority of them on the soft compound tyres, others are on the medium compound tyres. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the strategy is mediums to hards. I don't know how long the soft can go in this game. I've not tried soft to hard. I tried it in the Spanish Grand Prix, but I got a punchy towards the end. But no less of that, we'll go on board with Xavier then. As we head down into turn 1, then we brake at the 100-meter board, or just before it at least. Bring it down through the gears, get on the power, be careful with traction because it is very difficult. Get on the curb slightly. The second DRS zone around here, quite effective as well, because you can see some good battles turning up at turn 4. We're at turn 4 right now. We could have carried a little bit more speed than that as we come through turn 5 and turn 6. We've seen a lot of steering corrections on board with Xavier, so must not be confident the way he's steering. The Ferrari off the track, and who's that car ahead? Probably could have got out of the way a bit better, but it might have distracted me just a bit for the Renault driver. Losing the back head start, coming out of turn 10. I'm sweating Bahrain at the moment. I like Bahrain, it's a good track for me. Brake before the 50-meter board. Usually, you can see the understeer to start to develop on the Renault car. Usually, they use all of the track and more of it. Use the curb on their way into turn 11. Purple to the middle sector because he's the first man on the track. We've got a McLaren behind us. I don't know if that McLaren's on his outlap. I think it's United Bose in the air. Well, I'll call him United because I can't pronounce his last name. As Xavier then, on the DRS straight, comes across the line and he'll place his car up into first with a 128.7 on the medium compound tyres, which is replaced massively 2.5 seconds quicker, 21.6 on the soft compound tyres. Original Civic, another driver on the mediums, but back has gone quickest with a 126.0. Look at that, bang on a 26.0. Goes quicker by 1/10, almost 2/10 ahead of United. Nils places car up to 3rd place, and Stephen in the other Renault 27.1. Original Civic in 5th place. Keelet on his lap in the Alfa Romeo. As we head towards turn 11 then for the Alfa Romeo. Apologies if I do get your name right, I can't pronounce it properly. Avoiding that turn 12 curve because it will make you spin off the track, which is not a nice feeling at all if you're in the lead of the race. So Keelet comes towards the final corner then, and let's see where he can place his Alfa Romeo on those soft compound tyres. He goes into the pit, so I don't think he's satisfied with his lap time, or he might be doing a banker or a dummy on those soft compound tyres. Crown Plays then comes towards the final corner, and let's see what the Williams driver can set as he makes his way towards the pit lane. So he's another one that's not going to go for that soft lap time, probably doing a exploratory lap to check the lap out. On board with Ottopar then, he's not on his lap time, he's on his hour lap I think. Go on board with the AlphaTauri of Wem, coming down into turn 8 then, in 3rd gear. Get on the power as quick as possible as we come through turn 9 and 10. Nice and neat from the AlphaTauri driver, almost loses the back end on traction there coming through turn 10, and now we head towards turn 11, using all of the track and using half of the curb as well, half track, half curb, to get a wide entry, to get a better exit. We come through turn 12 then, take another wide entry through here, avoid the curb on the entry, use the curb on the outside, bring it in on the inside, rest it out on the outside curb through turn 13. So that's decent from Wem at the moment, but let's see what he can do. He's on the medium compound tyres of course, so this will be a banker lap from him as he makes his way towards the line. Then DRS is wide open, let's see where the Alpha can put it. He goes up into 5th place, he's the highest medium runner so far, so that's a decent lap time from the AlphaTauri driver, who places himself in the top 5. And a few hundreds away from Maverick, who set his best lap time on the softs as well, as he heads towards the pit lane. And who else is out there then? We see Jav on his out lap, on the mediums as well. Formula Matt on his out lap. What's he doing? He's gone off the track, hasn't he? Yes he has. And he's almost spun as well, so I don't know what happened to him. He's on his out lap, so you don't expect much things to happen on your out lap. Jagger on his out lap as well. My steering wheel gone off the final corner. And who are you? Oh yeah, Sinwen. Oh yeah, so Sinwen then, complaining that his wheel went off in the final corner. Could have gained more time. That's still a decent lap time despite having troubles on your wheel, so that's a good lap time still from him, the highest medium runner like I said. On board with Jagger then, taking a very slow out lap. I like his helmet, half red, half green. Right then, so a very slow out lap to protect his tyres. And off he goes then for his first lap time, as he heads down into corner 1, braking just before the 100-metre board. Bring it down through the gears, taking late apex into turn 1. It's okay if you go wide just a bit. Go into 3rd gear to short shift to minimise the wheel spin. And he validated it. Took too much curb in turn 3. And I've seen drivers do that plenty of times, and he will not be happy with that one. And he might come back into the pits or not. I don't know. I don't know if it's ideal to complete 2 laps on those set of softs, because they're quite fragile around this Bahrain track. Who else is out on track then? We'll find out. Xavier's on his out lap, and he's on the soft compound tyres this time as I go over to the fitted tyres. Comes towards the final corner then, let's see what Xavier can do as he crosses the line to start his second flying lap, this time on the soft compound tyres. So you'd expect his lap time to be much better as we head towards turn 1, brake just before the 50-metre board then, 100-metre board sorry. Avoid the curb on the apex slightly, pin the throttle down to turn 3 and turn 2. Headed towards turn 4, and braking at the 100-metre board, losing the car slightly by touching the apex. A lot of steering correction going on for Xavier. That's what's losing him time, probably not too confident with the steering just yet. as we come down into turn 9 and 10. Difficult braking zones, well there were in 2019 with no ABS, as he makes loads of steering adjustments into the corner, probably 2 or 3 steering correction for him, which is not the best thing to do because you lose a lot of time if you do that. It's just one big flow of the steering and that's it. Don't want to be making too many corrections on the steering. As he heads towards turn 12 then, keep away from the curb and get as close to it as possible. And 1 second up on his best lap time on the medium, so that's a good sign from Xavier. He's currently 10th place and he could put himself in the 27s. As he heads towards the final corner then, where can Xavier place his car? He goes up into 7th place with a 1:27.4. Big improvement from the Renault driver, and he's in the top 7. Where is other drivers on the track then? Philippi. Go on board with Philippi. He's got no hands. This game needs to sort itself out because I've seen many glitches before, but this one's a big one. No hands on the steering. Now we head down into turn 9 and 10 then. You want to trail brake into this corner as well. A bit loosey on the rear end. As Philippi enters turn 11. Who else we got on the trail? We've got a Renault in front of us, and that's probably, oh, these two out, that's understeer through there for you, and he's invalidated his lap time, so he'll not be happy with that one as well. So he'll go back into the pits. He's on the medium compound tyres as well, so on board with Jagger then. 50th place, where can he go? Goes up into 4th place then, just behind his teammate who's sat in the garage at the moment. Sinwen then, on another lap on those medium compound tyres, so I believe he's doing 2 laps on those mediums, so let's see if he can improve his lap time. Headed down into turn 1 then. Lovely exit from Sinwen. Has come through turn 3. The Ferrari gets out of the way nicely, which has completed his lap time. Now headed down into turn 4. Formula Matt has been disqualified from the session, so I don't know what he's been doing, but the game says he's been disqualified and he'll start in last place. This lap time looks to shaping up nicely from Sinwen, taking the lines beautifully through the Bahrain track. Coming through turn 9 and 10 then. Getting the power as early as possible as well. And he's left the session, Matt, so I think he might have given up, which is not a good sign because you know, you need to continue no matter what. Through turn 10 we go for Sinwen, turn 11 sorry, this is turn 12. We're coming to turn 12 now. And let's see what his middle sector's like. Has he improved it? Yes he has, but only just. I thought this lap time could be decent because he's not put a foot wrong just yet, has Sinwen on those medium tyres on his second lap time as we head towards the final corner then from Sinwen. I think he finds most of his time through there because he lost a lot of time through the final corner. Where can he go? He goes up into 4th place, 26.8, and that's a massive improvement from Sinwen. And he splits the soft runners as well, so the highest medium runner has got ahead of the soft runner, which is a good sign because it's showing he's got some good pace on his hands tonight, or this evening. It is so hot outside, I mean inside, sorry. We're on board with the Maverick then. As he rounds the final corner, let's see where he can place his Mercedes car. It's going to be a 26.5 and he moves up into 4th place. 3 tenths clear of Sinwen. And Crowns has crossed the line to go up into 8th place, WCR driver. Otterpar, a few hundreds down in the first sector, but can find more in the second and third, so let's continue on board with him then. Riding his way through turn 8 as we come through turn 9 and turn 10. Turn 9 here and turn 9, 10. On the throttle we go for Otterpar. Let's see what he can do in the final sector then. Can he keep it nice and clean? Can he improve his lap time using half the track and half the well, he's using most of the curb there to get a wide entry, to get a decent exit as we come through the end of the second sector. 105.7 and he's improved his lap time by 1/10. So let's see if he could continue this performance throughout the rest of the lap. Heading down towards the final corner then, let's see what Otterpar can do. On throttle we go and let's see if the Haas driver can improve his lap time. And it can be a 27.2. He's improved it by 3/10, so massive difference, and he moves up into the top 10. He's done 3 laps on those medium compound tyres. So will he switch over to the softs, or will he stay on those medium compound tyres? If he does get pushed out, he has a brand new set of whatever tyres he can go on to start on the race. We're going on board with Kieletz then as he comes towards turn 10. The back end sliding just a bit as we see his teammate further ahead of us. And Crowns has got up into 7th place. I believe Crowns has started his flying lap. He's the only Williams driver out there. No, he's not. I think he is actually. I think 1st place is the Haas. 1/10 down to the middle sector for Kieletz. So will he continue this lap, or will he come back into the pits? He's got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. As we head towards the final corner then for Kieletz, let's see if he can improve through the final parts of this qualifying session. Then he comes back into the pits. So might put on a brand new set of tyres as well, so he's speed into the pit lane. On board with Jav then as he comes through turn 2 and now through turn 3. DRS wide open for the second DRS straight. Heading down into turn 4 then. Turn 4 is quite difficult. He's taking it with caution is... Well, I think he's backed out of it. Yeah, he has backed out of it. Philippi then, not set a lap time just yet. Remember he validated it through turn 2, I believe. Or was that somebody else? I remember somebody validated it through turn 2. As Formula Match rejoined, so thankfully he's rejoined, and whatever, I don't know why he's been disqualified, but hopefully he can get a good result. Kieletz retired from the session then, so he will not be improving. He'll be starting 10th or downwards depending if the others can improve. 105.5 and apparently purple through the middle sector is Philippi. Got a bit wide through turn 13. Probably cost him just a bit of time, as now we head to turn 14, coming through the last corner then. On the throttle we go for Philippi. It's a drag race down to the line, and let's see where the Red Bull driver can place his Red Bull car. And he goes up into 9th place, pushes Kieletz outside the top 10, so Kieletz gets a brand new set of tyres then because he's outside the top 10. And the main protagonists of this qualifying session are out of the... Oh, what's going on there then? I wonder what's going on. So, who do we go on board then? We go on board with Bakker, United Bosnia. Nils, he's on his out lap. Maverick. Stevens on his lap time, I think, or is he on his lap time? I don't know, but we'll stay on board with Steven then, because he's on his lap time. We'll go on board with the protagonists when they cross the line, which is Bosnia, Bakker. Where is Bakker? He's on his out lap. So Stephen then comes through the middle sector then. What's it going to be? 4/10 up is Stephen. This will put him in the 26.5. So continue this pace, but no, he's invalidated it. He's just got out wide and that's invalidated it, and he'll be frustrated with that one, of course, but he can go for another lap time. As Bosnia then, we'll go on board with Bosnia because he's headed down to the first corner. This is his last lap time. Can he get himself on pole position, or will it be the top 2? Looks like those two are well clear ahead of 3rd and 4th. So looks like Bosnia needs to focus on Bakker, just Bakker, as we come down into turn 4 then, using half the track to get a decent entry. You can see experimenting with the throttle as 27.6. He's lost 1/10 to the first sector and he's continuing then. Where's 1st place? Coming through the first sector, he's 3/10 up. No, he's not. He's 39 hundredths up on his personal best. We'll stay on board with 2nd place because he's closer to the line. And he's just got out wide through turn 10. I guess a better launch coming out there. As now Bosnia arrives through turn 11, sorry, using all of the track and more of it. And using turn 12 then. Let's see if he's improved in the middle sector, which he hasn't. He hasn't improved to the middle sector, just down in his lap time. So can he find that time back in sector 3? What about United? What about Nils? He's 1/10 down to the first sector. So Bosnia rounds the final corner then. Can he improve his lap time? I don't think he's good enough for pole, but can he improve? Let's see what he can do. Heads towards the line. It's a 25.6 and he goes on to pole. But what about Bakker? He's backed out of it. He must have made a mistake somewhere because he was on great form on that lap. But he must have made a mistake or got held up or something like that. The next driver's crossed the line. Maverick. Where can Maverick go? It's going to be a 26.2. He goes up into 4th place, or he stays in 4th place. Look at that, 1,000's behind Nils. Nils coming towards sector 2, but it doesn't matter because he validated his lap time and he's just safe of Maverick. Look at that, 1,000's between the two. Jav then, he's backed out of it. Sinwell's backed out of it. Anyone on their lap times? Philippi? No. Autopart? Definitely not. Original Civi, is he on his lap time? I don't know. But I think that's qualifying done then, and Bosnia is on pole with a 25.5, 1/10 clear of Bakker. Nils is in third place ahead of Maverick just by 1,000. Jav is in fifth place ahead of Sinwem. Crowns Plays is in 8th place ahead of Grimoire Jaw Jagger. Philippi in 10th place, and 2 drivers in the top 10 on the medium compound tyres. So that's a good sign from them because they've got decent pace on those mediums. Ottapar just outside the top 10, he can start what tyres he wants to. Xavier in 13th place ahead of Killer in 12th place. Original Civi in 14th and a Formula Matt who got disqualified from the qualifying session as we move on for the race then. We'll take a little bit of a break and we'll see you in the race. Someone blocked you on your lap. Alright then mate, report that to the stewards. I can't do anything about it because I'm just a commentator. Where are you? Down in 6th place. So someone blocked you. I really apologize for that. Report it to the stewards mate because I'm not a steward, I'm just a commentator. That's qualifying done then, we're finally off. And your pole sitter is United Bosnia. Congratulations, let's see if you could continue this momentum in the race. So there's your pole sitter then, the Swedish driver in first place and the Dutchman in second place. Nils is in third ahead of the American of the Maverick. Jav is in fifth ahead of Sinwem. Stephen in seventh place at the Crowns Plays. Grimjaw Jagger in ninth at the Philippi. Ottapar in 11th ahead of Killer. Xavier in 13th ahead of Original Civi and Formula Matt who got disqualified. So both racing points are down at the bottom there, but hopefully they can improve in the race. So let's see who can win this Bahrain Grand Prix then. Will it be Bakker or will it be United Bosnia, or could it be anyone else? Sinwem looks like he got some decent pace. But look at that, 6/10 gap from first to second. So they need to improve the race if they can to try and catch the top two. It is hot in here, so apologies if I do make mistakes because I tend to make mistakes when it's quite hot because I lose concentration. So that's why I've been not 100% in the qualifying session, but hopefully I can improve in the race as well. So that's the commentator's improvements. I'm standing up right now because it's too hot. I'm too hot to sit down. People in the comment section, what's your predictions for the race then? I want to know your thoughts. My predictions, judging by the pace in qualifying, I expect United Bosnia and Bakker to be in the top 3, definitely for sure. I don't know which one of them's going to win because I don't know their race pace, but judging by the qualifying pace, they're quite a long way ahead of 3rd place and 4th place. So I expected those three to be in the top. I expected those two, sorry, to be the top 3. But Sinwem looks like he's got some decent pace on him. He's on the medium compound of course, so he can go much longer in this race. I think the soft runners will come in at lap 6 or lap 7. Then Sinwem will take over, depending how far he is behind. And depending if he can get ahead of the traffic ahead of him. What's with this glitch with the United Bosnia 26.1? I thought that would have been gone by now, but this game's a shocker. There's your 2-stop strategy it says, but I predict two drivers going to do a 1-stop. I don't think, maybe it's a 2-stop, I don't know, but we'll find out. If they switch, if the top 2, well, if the soft runners switch over to the mediums, that's a 2-stop, because I dare say they can't make it to the end on those medium compound tyres. So the highest medium runner is in 6th place. He might be jumped off the line because he's got Stephen behind him, who's got better grip on the soft compound tyres, so we can have a better launch coming out of the initial phase at the start. And interestingly, everybody outside the top 10 has gone on the medium tyres. No surprise there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers on the mediums, so half and half on the soft and mediums. So this could be an interesting race then. Strategy could win people this race, and Formula Matt's left again, so I think he might have lagging issues. He left in qualifying and he's left now in the race. I know only one of these drivers, I don't know the rest, so let's see how this race pans out then, because it could be an interesting one between Bosnia, Bakker. Surf downwards looks close, so they could be interesting between those guys. The midfield, that could be interesting as well, so we're about to find out if we have a stunner of a race coming up in the next few minutes. Right then, so they all make their way to the grid. This is going to be an interesting race to watch. I'll turn that graphic off so it won't take up too much room. No disqualifications, that's a good sign from these drivers. Soon went on the medium compound tyre, so let's see how good his start is. He might be swamped because he's on the mediums, but we'll find out. Anyways, back to first place. We await the lights. There are the lights. We are underway for round 3 of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Then looks like Bakker's got a much better start. We had massive wheel spin coming off the start for Bosnia. I think the Alfa Romeo will take advantage of more because Bakker is in first place and third place goes down the inside. That's Nils versus United Bosnia. He pushes him out wide as we come through turn 2, the side by side. He has to cut the corner. That might be a warning for him, and he gets up into second place. So United Bosnia has lost 2 positions at the start, but look at the midfield at the back there. I might be 3 wide coming into turn 4. We've got 3 to bed. Look at that. Carl's down the inside, Jav's in the middle, Sidweb on the outside. Carls gets made contact between Jav and himself, and look at the Ferrari taking advantage on the outside. Grimwald Jaw Jagger is up into 8th place ahead of Autopa. So good start from the drivers there, but a bad start for United Bosnia. Look at that, getting on the curb and he almost spin it out, but he managed to save it. Down the inside goes the Renault, and that Renault is up into 10th place of Stephen. So good start from some drivers. Look at the racing point. Original Sippy taking advantage of Philippe, but Philippe has the inside line contact to Spade, and he has to cut the corner as well. He could slow down just enough, and the Renault spun. I don't know if he got contact with somebody or he lost on traction himself, but he is down into 15th place. A bad start from Stephen there. So Bakker leads this race by 1.5 seconds, and that's United Bosnia would hate to see that. He got jumped off the line by Bakker, then he got the Alfa Romeo. Looks like he's got understeer as well. He's got front wing damage from the collision with the Alfa Romeo. Has he got front wing damage? Let's check. No, he hasn't, so just plain understeer. He's got the Mercedes right behind him. So he's struggling in the early part of the race. He's gone wide again through turn 14. And he's got the Mercedes all over the back of him. If he's struggling now, then he'll struggle later in the race. As United Bosnia, sorry about that, that's a glitch from, we're on lap 2 actually, not lap 3. Down the inside goes the Maverick then, can he make this boost stick, can he get ahead of United Bosnia? The side by side could out turn 1, he has the inside line for turn 2. Maverick then has to settle for 3rd place, but he has got the slipstream behind him, so can he make a move into turn 4? Pulls out to go down the inside, can he do it? The side by side coming out of turn 4. No contact is made, keeping it nice and clean. And United Bosnia stays in 3rd place. Not 4th place, 3rd place, because the graphics are having a bit of a glitch. So we'll wait. I don't know why this happens. It always happens on lap 2. I don't understand why it always happens, because it's just embarrassing really for the game itself. So Stephen then, surprised not pitted to go on the mediums or hards, because those soft tyres will be wearing out soon. He's having his own race down in 15th place. Let's see what he can do. He did qualify in the top 10, did Stephen. So Ewan Bakker then, the Dutchman, is leading this Grand Prix. He's 1.4 seconds ahead of 2nd and 3rd. So United Bosnia needs to get his head down, because he can't afford to let Bakker get away. He needs to get past this Alfa Romeo driver as quick as possible. The man on pole down in 3rd place after he got jumped by the 2 at the start. DRS is enabled next lap, so we're about to see some more action from these drivers as we head on to lap 3. Fastest lap for Bakker, 30.5. I think he's using his EOS to try and catch up. And look at Simon goes down the inside of the Mercedes then, into turn 1 we go. But he has the inside line for the next corner. Can he get ahead? Yes he can, but what about Bosnia? Bosnia has DOS on the back of Nils. He pulls out to go around the outside. Can he make it stick? Can he make the move stick? Yes he can. Good move from him, but look, it goes wide. Nils coming back at him, but the move is done. There's still side by side crew coming through turn 4. Wish I had the split screen there, because 2 battles going at once there. It hits the back of him. We know he's on the medium compound tyres. We expect down the inside it goes, but he might outbrake himself, which he does. And Silverman comes back at him. He might lose 2 positions because he's gone wide, which he does lose 2. And Crown Plays takes advantage of Jav then. I think he shot himself in the foot ever since he committed to making that move, because he's lost time and he's lost places. Original Civi interested in the back of Philippe then. Looks like Original Civi has better race pace than qualifying pace, because he did start down in 14th. Can he take 10th place as well? Yes he can. You might have to push him out wide here. Fair, hard but fair racing. But he comes back here, no he doesn't, and he stays in 11th place. Looks like Steven's catching up. He's got some decent paces, Steven. 2.6 seconds behind. He was like 5 seconds behind, but he's got 2.6 now. So looks like Steven's then bringing some decent pace. Formula Matt is on his ghosted car because he's not here. Battle for 2nd place then. Looks like Nils is too far away to make a move on Bosnia, which he is. Now Bosnia has finally cleared the Alfa Romeo driver. He can start catching up and make amends to his lead that he had at the start of the race. Down the inside goes Killer then. Killer on the inside, but Philippe stays in 11th place. He cuts the corner, so that might be a warning for Killet. He has DRS on this 2nd straight, but he's too far back to make a move for 11th place then. So let's see then. Bosnia has gained 4 tenths. He was 2 seconds on the start of lap 4. Now it's 1.6. So let's see if Bosnia has finally settled into a rhythm and start catching up to 1st place then. Got overwhelmed at the start. Look at Jav going wide through there. It allows Otterpar to get past him. Otterpar is up into 7th place instead of Jav. Grimjaw Jagger is about to take advantage of him. Grimjaw Jagger goes up into 8th place instead of Jav. Original Civi takes advantage of Jav as well. So Jav is losing positions left, right and centre. Now they're going side by side through turn 12. No, get off the curb, get off the curb. Oh my days, man. Oh, thank God ghosting's on. And yeah, I knew that was going to happen ever since he put his wheel on the curb. But at least he hasn't broke his full wing, because most drivers pretend to break their full wing, but he was carrying less speed than you ideally want in that corner. If he carried more speed and was on the right line, I dare say he lost his full wing. And Simon then on the back of the Maverick. His teammates in the pits. He's probably had enough of those soft tyres. He's losing grip. Oh, look at that. Talk about losing grip. Silverman almost lost the car through turn 2. He's on the back of him. Will he make a move? I don't think he'll make a move. He's too far back, and he is. So United Bosnia has actually catched up to Iwan Bakar. He's 1.2 seconds behind. He's actually gaining quite a lot, as Xavier's passed Formula Matt, but Formula Matt's not in the session. Look at that then, he's got himself almost in the DRS range of Bakar. It's just fluctuating up and down, the gap is. United Bosnia has made a good comeback despite being overwhelmed at the start of the race. I dare say he turned in just a bit earlier at turn 11. He might get... Oh, a spinner! He spun! The Dutch driver spun! He's the 2nd driver to do that. And he will be rejoining down in 6th place now, 7th place now. His tyres must be dead. And that brings a massive release, but look at that. His spin has caused United Bosnia to be put off by the spin, and it's bringing Nils back into play. One man's misfortune is another man's gain, and that's allowed Nils to get closer and closer to Bosnia, and Bakar does pit. Well, commiserations to the Dutch driver. Let's hope he can have an amazing recovery drive. He had some decent pace. He was showing decent pace, but I think his soft tyres just died out, and he got on that curve and no way to save it. But at least he hasn't broke his front wing, so that's a good sign from Bakar. He won't lose too much time in the pits. Yeah. I'm sorry about the title. By the way, if you're wondering why it says Division 1, it's because I was copying what... I asked the admin what was the title. He gave me the title, so I copied it. I didn't mean to... I'm new to this league, so I wouldn't know. I'm new to this league. Danny Boy's left the session. I didn't even know he was here. So look at Sinwen then. Sinwen is on the back, but look at the gap for the first place. And he's too far back to make a move. Sinwen then too far back to make a move on the Maverick. No, Crown Place is there. He's on the outside. That's why he was pulling to the inside line, because Crown Place is alongside him. This is a difficult corner. Get off the curb, stay off the curb. This is lovely racing. Slight contact from the two, but thankfully not enough to cause a massive incident. He pushes him off the track. Where's the respect from there? And Sinwen takes back. I think he backed out of that because he knew he pushed him off the track. So he gave the position back just in case to avoid the penalty or a warning. So the Maverick then, when he comes to pits this lap, yes he will. And using that slipstream, that reminds me of Fernando Alonso and Kamui Kobayashi back in 2012. And Carnes, will he go down the inside? No he won't, not on this occasion, he'll stay back. So, when we United Bosnia and Nils pit, it's lap 7, they should pit soon because their soft tyres are going to wear out quite significantly at this stage of the race. Maverick rejoins in 12th. Is he ahead of Imran Bakr? Yes he is, he's ahead. And it's a two-stop strategy for those guys because they're on the medium compound tyres. And those mediums can't go to the end, I dare say. Yes, DRS as well to stay ahead of Maverick. I think these two need to pit soon because their tyres are going to die out and grain, and they're going to lose time to those one-stoppers. These 3rd, 4th and 5th are one-stopping. And Ottapar goes down the inside of the Williams. Can he make this boost stick? Slight contact has been made, but yes, he made the boost stick and he's up into 4th place. Good move from him in the Haas. So, are these two going to pit? He's abusing that ERS, but look how much overtake button he's got. He overtakes him before the final corner. And Bosnia gets DRS, but I think he might come to the pits to... no, he doesn't. Yes, he does. He might have lost a lot of time because he broke early on the edge of the pits. Probably a bit too cautious heading into the pits, but better safe than sorry. Crowd players, can he take back 2nd place? Oh, we're going to try down the inside he goes. They bang wheels, but Ottapar stays in 2nd place, but Willie at the moment because Crowd Place got DRS and overtake behind him, but look at the ERS compared to Ottapar. Imran Bakr sets the fastest lap of the race. Will he rejoin? United Bosnia rejoins in 10th, 11th, 12th. Grimwald George Jagger on the hard compound tyres rejoins in 13th place. So, interestingly, I think 10th place of Bosnia might be one-stopping because he's gone from soft to hard. And if he's got a 2-stop, he's got the medium compound tyres. So he's doing a 1-stop, interestingly. Back on board with the top 3 then. Crown plays all over the back of Ottapar on those medium compound tyres. Stephen up into 5th place. He needs to pit as soon as possible because those soft tyres are going to die out and wear as quickly as possible. But before he knows it, he'll make a mistake on those old tyres. So he needs to pit as soon as possible. However, the top 3 in the race of their own then. It looks like Sinwen's pulling away from 2nd and 3rd. The understeer from the dirty air from Crown Place is just not helping him whatsoever. Philip P down in 4th place as well, let's not forget about him. And there's a train going on from the Alpha to 12th place from the Maverick. So look at that, he's trying to break the slipstream as much as possible. Crown Place then, looks like he's going to get him into turn 1, but look at his ERS compared to Ottapar. Will he try around the outside to get the inside line for turn 2? Well, he is going to try to turn 2. He has the momentum, but he cuts the corner as well. He gets a 5-second time penalty. In fact, that's for Stephen who speeds in the pit lane. Sorry about that. They're still side by side coming out of turn 2. Down to turn 4 we go. Will he make a switch back on him? Yes, he tried it, but he spun. Oh, he will not be happy with that one. I dare say he left enough space, but he just understeered into him. And Xavier takes advantage of the Williams driver. Now that's happened, it's the battle between the top 2, but the battle between the top 2 is 1.2 seconds, but we've got a yellow flag For some reason, it might be Xavier. He's just lost the position to Crown, please. Going deep into turn 10, that'll allow Nils to get closer and closer. Nils on a brand new set of medium compound. He's doing a 2-stop as the Alpha drive, so he needs to get a move on, which he has done, and he's up into 7th place. He's got that 1-stopper ahead of him. Oh, he's going slow. Has he broke his front wing? He's just broke his front wing. What's going on here? I was just looking to see if he got a puncher, but he hasn't got a puncher. He's broke his front wing too. And he might be paying the price for that one. You'll not be happy with Nils will not be happy with that one, but I believe he's an admin, so yeah, might be a big punishment coming crowds' way, which he heads off into the pits. United Bosnia pulls out, and he might take 2 cars in one go, which he does. Look at that, look at the straight line speed he has. Down the inside goes Bakker on Nils. Down the inside goes Bakker on Nils. Bosnia takes 6th. Bakker tries to take 7th, but he couldn't quite do it. And he has to defend when he doesn't. I thought it was close behind somebody, but Nils has a slight lock up into turn 4. Crowd plays rejoins in 14th, 15th place and last. Good battle going on here, but what about Nils? He's going to struggle through the corners because he's got no downforce. Well, he's got barely any downforce. If one Bakker tries it down the inside. He's look at that. Bosnia's pulled away from Bakker. Bakker, who spun, is close behind Bosnia, so he's gained a lot of time on Bosnia, hasn't he? Xavier's struggling at the moment. He's got Maverick behind him. Pit stop should be coming soon from the medium runners, the net medium runners that started on that tyre at the start of the race. And Simwa's doing a good job at the moment. He's comfortably in 1st place. And Maverick's just overtaken Xavier before the final corner. We've got Formula Matt is in the pits, and Formula Matt spent most of this race lagged out, now he's joined back. There's the DRS trains then, not going to help any of these drivers. So lap 11 out of lap 29 then, 3.4 seconds is the gap between the top two. That battle for first has probably stopped, but we'll probably get it going again when we have the pit stops. Jav defended from Killet. As we come to turn 2, that's probably a warning, that's definitely a warning for him. Yellow flags for sector 3. Who's that then? Formula Matt, what's he doing? He's just, I don't know what he's doing. He just came out of the pits, hasn't he? So I don't know what Formula Matt's doing. Never mind that, we'll find out what's going to happen soon. But look at Iwan Bakker. Because he's on those medium tyres compared to United Bosnia's hards, these tyres could be much better at this stage of the race. And if he brings out a safety car, if that guy brings out a safety car, I don't know what he's doing. Is he playing silly buckers? I don't know what he's doing at the moment, but hopefully he won't do anything stupid. Stevens overtaking Jav for 12th place. As medium runners in the pits. Simwem's in the pits to go onto the hard compound tyres. Those mediums are done. That 1-stop. And off he goes again. He don't have to pit again. 3rd place is pitted. So has 4th original Civi. United Bosnia then might take 2nd place. And I think he will. Yes, he will. Look at that. He's under pressure. Virtual safety car's been deployed. Was it because Formula Matt brought it out? Yes, it has. He's brought the virtual safety car out. Could he get a penalty for race fixing? Possibly, I don't know, because it wasn't a out of control crash. It was his own crash that he caused. Probably race fixing, but yeah, he should have probably retired in the pits. I don't know what happened to him. He just came out of the pits and just cut turn 1. Simwen has lost a lot of time then because the virtual safety cars saved him from Nils. He's rejoined down in 5th, so he saved him from being overtaken. Xavier as well, down in 7th, so Sim's in a comfortable position because the guys ahead of him, Maverick might have to pit again, I don't know. Iwan Bakker might have to pit again. first place has to definitely pit again, as DRS is now unable because the virtual safety car has disappeared. And United Bosnia, I think he's been overtaken by Bakker. Yes, he has. So Bakker's taken advantage of the virtual safety car, and he's overtaken him for second place. Apologies for the black box on the screen there on the left hand side. That's someone sending me a invite, and it possibly came out the wrong time for Atapa as he heads over to the pits to do one and only stop. So I definitely know that United Bosnia needs to go to the end on this race on these set of hards. So if you're telling me he's done 12 laps on those mediums, yeah, I think Bakker could go to the end on these tyres. In fact, he might be off the cliff towards the end of the tyres because Sinwem did 12 laps on those medium compound tyres. Bakker's currently done 6 now. He's got let me figure out some maths. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 laps to go on these mediums. And I dare say he might have to pit again on the brand new set of mediums or soft. Because I don't think those mediums can make it to the end. Because if he's done 12 laps, and I don't think these can go to the end. So yeah, I think Bakker needs to pit again. So I think United Bosnia is safe from Bakker. As long as he doesn't lose too much time, it's all good. And Maverick might have to pit again. So I think United Bosnia's fight is with Sinwem. Sinwem's got 4 lap fresher tyres compared to United Bosnia, as he overtakes him for 3rd place. You know what, this is my driver of the day, Sinwem, because he's done a fantastic job on those medium tyres, as Bakker has been overtaken by United Bosnia. They're trying to go side by side as we come through the final corner. Was that a mistake from Bakker? Because you don't really see overtakes there. So it could have been a mistake from Bakker, but he's got DRS right behind him. Do you know what? The more of these two fight, the more Sinwem closes in. It looks like Maverick's closing in, but look at the top two then. United Bakker has been overtaken. United Bosnia has been overtaken by Bakker. And Sinwem has been overtaken by Maverick because of the DRS. And Visual Civi has overtaken Grimjaw Jagger as well for 7th place. As Xavier's in the pits, and off he goes again. Sinwem's overtaking it back for 3rd place down the inside for turn 4. So Sinwem crucially needs to pull out a gap on Maverick to make sure he doesn't close in and overtake him and lose the time he wants to gain on those top 2. Bosnia gets a terrible exit coming out of turn 8. But it was quite strange how he overtaken Bakker through turn 11 or 12. Turn 13, sorry. I think he possibly made a mistake that allowed United Bosnia to just get close. So I think the 1-stop is definitely the better strategy, because the 2-stop hasn't worked out so far. We'll find out. Where's the 1-stoppers? So currently the majority of the drivers have 1-stop, but we know 1st place needs to pit, we know 4th place needs to pit again. So the strategy is soft to hard or mediums to hards then, because the 2-stop is just not going to work out. You lose too much time on the 2-stop strategy. And look at that, United Bosnia then is close towards the back of Bakker. They're going to overtake him for 1st place around the outside, but Bakker's going to fight this. He's not going to hand it to him on the plate as he heads down towards turn 2. Both side by side coming out of turn 2, and Bakker has the better momentum coming out. None of them has DRS, so we must have gone through at the same time. As Bakker tries to weave to break the slipstream. This is allowing Sinwem to get closer as well. Sinwem on a brand new set of hards is closing on the Bakker towards these two as Formula Matt's left again. So I think it's safe to say he's just retired anyway, so it doesn't matter. We come out of turn 8 then, coming towards turn 9 and turn 10. Difficult braking zone, especially when you're on no ABS. It was a difficult one last game. The trick here is just try and go out wide and brake in a straight line. That's the trick towards turn 9 and turn 10. 1.6 seconds is the gap between Sinwem and Bosnia, so he's gained 4 tenths already. So that's a good sign. 1.5 seconds, so he's gained 5 tenths about 2 sectors. Because it was 2 seconds when they crossed the line to lap 15. Now it's 1.6, sorry. This is turning out to be a thrill of a race because we've got a battle for the lead for the top 3. I presume Sim will be closing in on soon. You know what, can we say? It's an amazing recovery drive. But Bosnia switches lines, he goes down the inside into turn 1. And he covers the switchback move, or has he? Not. Oh, he's going side by side. They get close and get close, but going side by side coming to turn 2. This is good racing from the top 2. He actually enjoyed it. Going down into turn 4 then. Oh, he gets pushed out wide. Both wheels connect, and they lose even more time to Sinwem. Those two making contact with each other. It's gained a second already. Look at that. Sinwem's closing in on him rapidly. Yeah, but I was going to say, can we just say what an amazing recovery drive Bakker's had, because he spun coming out of turn 12 and he's made a fantastic recovery drive to get back into first place. So what an amazing job the Dutch driver's done. What's going on further behind? Grim George Jacket's got past Stephen. And look at that, Sinwem's closed up towards the back of United Bosnia and Iwan Bakker. Sai went behind United Bosnia and Bakker. He's in the DRS range of the two, and we've got a safety car's been deployed. That's going to be absolutely helpful for Iwan Bakker because he's doing a 2-stop strategy and he can pit and reduce that lost time in the safety car period. So that has worked out in the favour of the hands for Iwan Bakker. It's a no-brainer to pit onto a brand new set of mediums, and everybody's coming in the pits. What's happened to Otterpod then? Otterpod's got a 5-second time penalty for severe collision with somebody. Philippe's retired. How was he retired? What's happened to him? Philippe's retired. Where's he retired? That's a strange one because he apparently got a 5-second time penalty for collision with somebody. Look at those skid marks. Here, look at the skid marks. It turns left into the wall, so that must indicate he might got hit from behind. That's a real shame for Philippi. I don't know how that happened. Did somebody hit him from behind, or did he press his brakes too hard and the rears locked up? That's a weird crash. I've not seen anyone crash like that before. But Esteban Ocon did it. I'd love to see a video of that crash because he might have got a hit. Let's go check the penalties because I definitely saw somebody had a 5-second time penalty. Right, where is it? Where is it? Let's go to lap 20. Let's go to lap 15. So, Otterpa, a 5-second time penalty, a severe collision with Philippi. So I think because I saw some front wing coming off Otterpa. So my conclusion is Philippi was obeying to his safety car Delta. Otterpa was probably driving at full speed or going fast, and he hit the back of him, and he put him in the wall. I don't know if he saw him at the very last minute. I don't want to judge. But that's what I'm thinking, because those skid marks were turning left into the wall. That's an interesting one then. I'd love to see footage of that crash, because there was definitely front wing damage coming off of Atterpar's car, and Philippi probably crashed into the wall because he had a massive shunt from behind. So that's very interesting what happened then. I bet Bakker's absolutely buzzing that a safety car came out because it saved him from the race. It's absolutely saved him from this race. United Bosnia is in second place at a Siwem. Bosnia will not be happy with that, neither will Sinwem, because they were in the battle for first place, but Bakker's absolutely buzzing about that. It saved him because he could have rejoined down all the way down the field for doing that 2-stop strategy. Take a short break then when the safety car's out. My voice needs some rest. Hello? Massive apologies for that. I'm absolutely sorry. I didn't even know I was muted. I thought I was talking the whole time. I was talking the whole time. I'm very sorry about that. I'll say some crucial information as well, but looks like I'm... Oh, it's spun! He clipped the curb in turn 7 and he's lost the car. And even more pain to add to him, United Bosnia has dropped down into 3rd place. I am so sorry about being muted. I thought I don't have a mute button for my mic. It's earphones that I've got in, so I'm really sorry about that. But I was talking the whole time. I was talking about how United Bosnia overshot the corner in turn 1 as he tried to make a move on Iwan Baka. And look at Nils then on the back of Otapart into turn 11 we go. Thank you for pointing that out, because if you didn't point that out, I'll be speaking for no reason. So thank you very much for pointing it out. So as we all know then, United Bosnia has got a 5-second time penalty for collision with Iwan Baka. I was just saying, before somebody told me I was muted, he could appeal it. Because it looked like Iwan Baka slowed down quite a lot, didn't he, at the safety car restart. So I was just saying that United Bosnia could appeal his penalty and save him from the pain from dropping down the order and losing even more points than he should have. Well, he shouldn't have had, but that wasn't worthy of a 5-second time penalty. I don't think, in real life, I don't think we've got a penalty or a warning. So I was just saying that Bosnia then, he needs to appeal his penalty, because I don't think it was fair in my eyes. As Nils goes down the inside of Otapar, and he's got the move done, so good move from Nils. Saiwem then, has he got enough pace to try and fight with Iwan Baka? He started down in 6th place, I believe. He's up into 2nd. Has he got enough pace to try and fight Baka for 1st place? I think Baka's got some penalties, I believe. So if Saiwem stays consistent and doesn't get any penalties, then he might have a chance of winning this race. If not on track, then the penalties will help him win this race. I know Baka's gone out wide through some corners, which he needs to be careful on. Grim Jaw Jagger has got a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. So what can United Bosnia do from here then? Can he try and close the gap between himself and Saiwem? Obviously he needs to stay ahead of crowd plays. If I was him, after the race, I'll be definitely appealing my penalty and trying to get rid of it, because that was just an unfair penalty. As Vittel Civi then goes down the inside of Grim George Jagger, they both brake late into turn 1 we go, and he's got ahead of him into 5th place. Good move from the Racing Point. You know what? The Racing Point started down in 14th place and he's managed to get himself up into... Oh, they're both off the track. What are they both doing? Maverick's taking advantage of the two. Okay, mucky tyres coming towards turn 4 with the grip traction and all that. Bit hot-headed going at the back there, trying to fight for 6th place. Or 8th place, sorry. Xavier's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings though. So the gap's gone down to 1.7 to 1.4 for the top 2. Has Saiwem got some pace on his hands to try and fight with Baka? If he has, he needs to show it now, because he's only got 4 laps to go. 4 laps to try and take the lead of this race. Forget penalties, let's see who can win it on track. Saiwem, all he needs to do is not get any penalties. I've not seen one penalty from Saiwem, so I really hope... Well, I might do the commentator's curse, which hopefully I don't do, but he just needs to stay in that gap, below 3 seconds. And I think United Bosnia is dropping back, so I think he might might be driving his own race now, because I don't think he can gain that time back. 2.7 seconds. Nils then behind Grim George Jagger, but he's too far behind to make any move into turn 1. So is Maverick. Steve has got past Otapar for 10th place for the final points position. Look, I want to say a good recovery drive from Iwan Baka, because in the soft stint, probably around lap 5 or lap 6, he spun and he rejoined down in last, and he managed to find himself up into 1st place again. So good race from Baka. He will be pleased himself, unless he gets some penalties. 1.3, so I think he's gaining through the first sector, well, second sector shall I say. 1.2 seconds, that's where he's gaining his most time, so I think he's got more downforce compared to Wan-Baka. Or maybe he's driving, finding sector 1 better, or sector 2 better than Baka. Sector 3, I think Baka tends to gain some time on him. And Nils is 3/10 behind Grimjaw Jagger. So therefore he needs to keep an eye out for the Alfa Romeo driver behind him. He's right up behind him. And 3 laps to go then. Sywem's in the DRS, or almost in the DRS of Baka, so let's see if he can gain that gap to try and overtake him later on in the race. And look at that easy move from Nils then, who's got himself up into 6th place, passing Grimjaw Jagger. And what about the guys behind? Look at Maverick then, gaining on Killet. And he tries to go down the outside, but he couldn't. Grimjaw Jagger, can he get a decent exit? Can he get some decent speed coming on the second DRS zone? No, he can't. Maverick then is lacking all over the place where the Alpha is. He's in the DRS range is Sywem, sorry, so let's see if that AlphaTauri could try and make some moves on the Haas driver. It's been a good race this afternoon, I've really enjoyed it. Lap 27 and 2 laps to go in this race, after this one. He's got some decent pace, has the AlphaTauri. He didn't really show it towards the, well he did, but wasn't enough for trying mount a challenge on the top 2, but he's had some decent pace, and that 1-stop strategy could have worked, but the safety car came out, so he had to go to a 2-stop because others were a brand new set of mediums. And it was a no-brainer to pit actually, because they're on old medium tyres anyways. They both barely got any ERS to play with down that straight. So inside one can see that the red light is flashing on Wan-Baka's car. I'd save ERS and try and use it down the straight, knowing that my rival is losing ERS and I can stay in the slipstream of my rival as well around this track. There's 3 DRS zones. I'd save my ERS in 2 of those zones and use some of it down that straight to try and overtake him. That's the strategy I'd go for. Maverick's still 4/10 behind Keeletz. He's got 2 laps to try to overtake him. Can he do it on this? No, I don't think he can he? Nope. What Sywem needs not to do is use ERS in the most crucial places. Can't afford to use ERS in the first sector because, well, second sector shall I say, because all corners and all that. I'd save some on here. I won't use any of it here. And I'd save some towards the next corners as well. I won't use it. Neither is Baka, so they're probably both listening to me. I wouldn't use ERS here because you gain nothing basically. You need to set yourself up for a perfect exit coming out the final corner. You're on the last lap of this race. What he needs to do is get a decent exit coming out the last corner, which he has done. And now you can start applying that ERS and applying pressure on Wan-Baka. Has he got enough overspeed to try and overtake him? He has to try and make the move now because it's the last lap. He goes down the inside or tries to. Now he needs a decent exit coming out of turn 2 and turn 3. He has the DRS. He needs to try and send one down the inside because it's the last lap, last chance for him. It's the last chance. He tries to go down the inside into turn 4, but not enough to try and overtake him. And Maverick versus Killet. Killet's finally got past the Maverick, or was it the other way around? I can't quite remember. I think it's the other way around. Maverick then trying to go around the outside into turn 4. He can't quite do it because the Killet's cut him off. He spun. Oh, that's a massive shame from Maverick. Back to the top 2 there. This is his last chance to try and do something on Baka. I don't think it's enough, and that's his last chance done, unless Baka makes a mistake coming out of turn 12. It'll all come down to penalties as well towards the end of the race. Keep off the curb. Oh, I don't know who's going to be my driver today. I think my driver today is going to be Baka because he spun on the early parts of the race and managed to have a fantastic recovery drive. as they make their way towards the final corner. Our race winner is going to be Siren wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. United Bosnia finishes in provisional third. He stays in third. That 5-second time penalty was just enough to keep him. No, Nils gets third. Nils gets third place. Wow, he's not been in the top three at all this race, and he managed to find himself on the podium. United Bosnia, what a P-take. 5/10, he will be frustrated with that. He probably should have pushed away when he had the chance to. And there's your classifications there. Maverick losing his front wing on the line. That's probably dangerous because it's flying in the air. Congratulations to Siren. What an absolute fantastic race. I'm very pleased with that race. He's done a fantastic job throughout the whole race. He started down in 6th place and he finds himself first. What an amazing race from him. Drives the day original civvy. I probably disagree, no offence. Well done to Siren. Absolutely fantastic drive from him. Shall I do I'm going to do a podium. They're both Dutch. Shall I do a podium interview? Why not?
Oh, Nathan, get your eyes back there. Whee!
Guys, I'm doing podium. I'm doing podium interviews. I'm doing podium interviews. So whoever joins the party, can you mute them, please?
No. Yeah.
Can you just make a new card? Why can't you just make it? That's just awesome. You confuse me sometimes, Spindigo.
That's probably why I don't play COD anymore. I'm too much like that, or worse. I'm quite bad when it comes to rage.
Let's see if those drivers will join the party for the podium interview. If not, no worries, because I'm quite nervous when it comes to podium interviews. I don't know what to say actually, but we'll give it a go, and if those drivers join, they join. If they don't, we'll end it from there. Iwan Bakker, let me invite him too. If the drivers join for the podium interviews, there's people in the party, so mute those people. And Siren, are you still in the chat? Can you, if you want to join, join. If you don't want to, it's fine. Give it 20 seconds, maybe doing something. Geen probleem, Siren, no problem. Good race, and ik spreek je later. Right then, that's Bahrain done then, so that's a fantastic race from the drivers. There are a few incidents here and there, a few strange incidents, but overall it was a good race in my opinion. We had some amazing battles from start to finish, and we'll wrap it up from there then, and we'll see you all later for the next race. Bye bye for now. This is Division 3 as well, so just to clarify any confusion, so see you later and bye bye for now.